Good morning again, comrades, and welcome to another summit. First of all, I apologize for, taking it a while until we could make one. There was plenty of reasons. Robert was being a bit ill, so he couldn't come over. I was traveling also, but yeah, let's not talk about the sad things, let's talk about the good things. First of all, welcome back to the summit. Welcome to the first lap of 2018 in the M4. For me, Robert already did like one or two laps.
One lap.
I did a couple of laps with other cars, but first time in the passenger seat of the M4, and in general the first day of TF. Usually we do motos and margaritas thing, but we don't drink and drive.
Maybe we shouldn't today, huh?
Yeah, we shouldn't. At least not now, maybe after, who knows. And we also usually do giveaway, but at this point we actually didn't prepare this shot. So maybe there'll be something pinned in the comment. What should we give away this time?
Well, we already gave away taxi lap.
Yeah, we did taxi lap. Maybe instruction lap, free instruction lap?
Well, let's do a free instruction lap. We have to determine if somebody can come here.
Yeah.
And if they can't do that, then we'll send them a t-shirt.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pick someone. It will be in the comment. Oh, there's the polo. Oh, unfortunately just missed. But yeah, check out the pinned comment. We're gonna give away the instruction lap or a t-shirt if you cannot come over. But anyway, we are going out on the track right now to show you, to talk about you. So actually this time, if you're gonna listen to the summit, you actually really want to watch it, because we're gonna talk about the track changes, how we think that they're gonna influence the driving. We're not gonna talk about lap times, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not gonna do that. But in general, yeah, a couple of things. I already covered them in my vlog when we went out for the first time. But yeah, we're gonna go more into detail. In the car park, not much has changed apart from the taxi office over there that we are going to occupy probably on Tuesday. We already have 2 yellow zones, so that also hasn't changed. We already had the first big crash of the year, something we probably shouldn't talk about, but it was funny to see 3 cars involved in the foxhole. Why would you do something like that? Why would you try and push it? Another interesting thing here, there are no cones. Well, there are cones here, but usually there was a chicane, and that would mean that you would have to slow down, and that's not there anymore. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna be approaching soon the section of T13, where after we go past the bridge, we need to adjust the microphone's level at this point because the car is making a lot more noise. Oh, wing game broke down?
Yeah, too much wing. He didn't have enough power.
Yeah, probably too much downforce. Too much downforce is also not good for you kids. Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to say, first impression of the car is amazing. It has completely transformed. That's what we told you already earlier when we took this car out on the track of Solder. But obviously here, it is completely different story. And Nürburg Nordschleife, the most amazing, most demanding, most awesome, just the most everything race track and just a public road in general. So here now we are entering the new section of the track, well, the new tarmac bit, and this is actually very grippy. I'm very satisfied with it, very happy, very good, very impressive. But then once you go a bit more down, then here you have a slight bump because of the tarmac change. What do you think of it?
I think it's a bad position. I think that it's going to catch some people out, especially when they're really pushing. And if it's wet and your brakes aren't squeaking, if it's wet, what's going to happen is you're going to have right now no rubber, which means a ton of grip and a lot of confidence, and then you're going to immediately come onto a part of the track that was somewhat slippery, actually.
Yeah. So this is, not really a good thing.
Wait after the test drive, or the VLN testing next week, and then a couple races, and I think it'll all be okay, other than that transition.
Yeah, exactly. I must also say that last year they did small changes to the exit of Brünchen, and after the first VLN race they changed it again because the DMSB, the German FIA, they were not satisfied with the changes, and Nürburgring had to redo the section. So who knows what's going to happen after next weekend? They might do some more changes. Here, the trees are gone because Nürburgring has placed some cameras there. Then Schwedenkreuz, nothing has happened. I don't also think that should be happening. What I do like is that there is a marshal the whole day. You can see there in orange. Dangerous section of the track, and that's very good that there's always someone permanent present. It's always been discussion point, should you put more marshals there, but the issue is then it becomes a racetrack and it's not a public road anymore, and then you have the insurances issues. Foxhole, yeah, not much to be added, nothing has changed here in all honesty. And again, it's like I said, it's one of my favorite sections of the track, so not much is there to change. Apart from that someone spilled oil earlier today, I think. There you can see it. But yeah, here you can feel the difference of the car in comparison with last year, with the suspension does all the work in the compression zones, going in the Foxhole exit over the curbstone. Even my gimbal cannot keep up with it, it just needs to, it cannot keep up with the G-forces, so that's why it's not really tilted for people who are watching the video. Then, now we're going on a straight. It's okay, going to the Metzgesfeld, and actually, many people find this a fairly scary corner because it's very high speed, but with a proper setup like this car, absolutely no issue at all. No issue at all. Yep. What do you think so far?
I like it. I was really happy with the track this morning when it was wet. The new asphalt areas were actually quite pleasant because they gave you a lot of grip, because of the lack of rubber. But no, I'm really happy with the track so far. Nothing that they did was slippery. Last year they redid Arenberg, or out of Schradenkreuz into Arenberg, and when they redid that, the braking zone was just very, very slippery at first. And we don't have any situations like that this year. Everything's quite sufficient, actually.
Exactly, it's very good job. Here they're still doing some road works, and we have some squeaky brakes, and for people who are inexperienced with like high performance track driving or racing, those brakes are not broken, they are not gone. It's just a high performance endurance racing compound, and thereby they're making a lot more noise than a stock brake pad.
If I would drive a little harder, it wouldn't.
Yeah, probably. You just need to make them warm a bit, but we're doing nice and easy.
Like there, see, no noise.
No noise.
You just gotta push on them a little bit, and if you do, then it quiets them down.
Yeah. Left curb, right curb, inside, flat out, going into towards the Lauda links, and that's where it becomes very weird for people who've been driving Nürburgring a lot, and I also emphasize it in my vlog. Because,
you go into a tunnel.
Yeah, you go here, and then you have on the left suddenly all those fences, and you're like, where should I aim for, and should I step away from the fence, or what's happening? But yeah, this is something that will take us probably a couple of days more to get used to. Kesselchen here, again, nothing spectacular, but then in about, I would say 15 or 20 seconds, we will see another piece of fencing that made it very, very interesting. I would say very, very interesting. So it starts already here on the left and on the right, and it's all fence, all fence. And then usually you would aim for another fence on the right, but now everything is fenced, so you just only have to aim for the curbstone. So it's for the beginners, it's not really pleasant point, I would say, in terms of no reference point.
I think it'll be all right. The instructors will just change their reference points.
Absolutely. Yeah. My favorite part of the track, especially with this car. No issues here at all. It's probably the driver. Oh, is that Lucas? Is the license plate? Oh yeah, it is. Renntag. Going into the Carousel. Nothing changed here either. Nothing to say, nothing to complain. Good, hole 8, the second of the 3 sections that has been resurfaced. And I must say, I'm actually not that really happy with the result, because I was hoping that they would change this section of the track over here, but it's still old. You can see the cracks in the tarmac. This is new. It's all fine. It's all good. Very grippy, very good. But then you have a sudden bump here. So over here, whoop, the car went loose. And again, mostly under racing conditions, when you want to overtake someone on the throttle, it can cause some interesting situations, I would say. So I'm not completely pleased with the result.
Here comes our E36.
Oh, here comes E36. There we go. Tim's driving the... Tim is feeling at home. It's so cool to see all those faces and all those people at Brunchen. That's totally amazing. Look at that. This surface again done new, and then over there braking, turning in, and then old surface. So in the wet is going to be fairly special because you have the grip on the new tarmac, and then it's like completely done. But yeah, the front wheel drive cars have no issue with it. And also, oh, no Audi steer. Interesting. So yeah, Flans Charoudin, also nothing changed, and from here on it's actually all of the same.
Same old stuff.
Yeah, but so far I hope, what should I say, that we covered the main changes, and I guess now we can just talk about other stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of people came in actually today already asking, hey, can we have taxi lab? Can we have taxi lab? Because we've been waiting for it. But unfortunately, actually, none of the taxi companies were doing taxi labs because they were not prepared. The reason, actually, in all honesty, we don't have the contract finalized yet.
Right, no, nobody does.
Nobody has. None of the taxi companies were offering that. And thereby, all the taxi rides are starting next week. So there's not much that we can tell you, but we're very excited. If you want to do a taxi lab, you can do it now. The car is coming on 15th, right? The M3.
Yep.
16th, we're doing all the registration. 17th, I'm taking it to a racetrack to do a shakedown in Meppen. Also, it's also part of a racing theory course. So you will see that. Gonna be very exciting, very cool. 720, at this point, we have no exact date.
Hopefully one day this week.
Yeah, hopefully one day this week, but it honestly... Okay, we had a small technical issue, SD card error, and this might happen again with the camera, so apologize for that. GoPro, you should make better products, otherwise we're gonna switch over to Sony. Yeah. But anyway, like we're telling you that the 720 hopefully gonna come next week, somewhere next week, and the taxi labs, they can be booked. I'm very excited for the program to do first laps next Sunday. After that, a lot more. Actually, in all honesty, we already covered this whole taxi topic, so maybe we should do you have anything to say about that, or you want to move on maybe to something else?
No, not really. I'm definitely excited for the taxis to start. It's going to be fun. It's something new, you know. It's something that people wanted to take taxi stops with us during TF last year. We've got a lot of requests even today that we've had to turn down. So I think it's just going to be fun to be able to do it, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Nothing really more to say than what we said in the previous summits and everything like that. But yeah, should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. A couple of people have asked, are there going to be any cars coming over this year? We always said it could be possible, but at this point we still don't have any plans.
No.
Like we're working on something regarding a Mustang, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a Mustang. But I think as a whole, the fleet is pretty good. We've said before that we don't want to have 1,000 rental cars, and I still stand by that.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep the fleet small. I like to keep it something that we can know each of the cars, be able to facilitate with our team of instructors going out in all the cars and working with everybody. And if we start growing too much, it's going to be a problem. Maybe for next year, we look at what cars do we want to get rid of, and then maybe replace those.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Something like that might be okay. But yeah, I can't think of anything that we said we needed this year. Can you?
No, I don't know. Actually, at this point, I don't have any points. I mean, the only thing I can say, and I already addressed it in the vlog, is that it was actually a very interesting and weird switch from being completely empty, the track being empty, the whole region, and then bam, it's like, okay, another SD card error. So we probably should upgrade our summit equipment, well, onboard equipment maybe, I don't know. It's really frustrating, I apologize for that. But what we were saying is that everything has changed, and that was a very impressive change. Obviously from going from zero to a lot of people, seeing all those old faces, familiar cars, all the marshals. It's very, very cool, and I'm very much excited. It's actually, I'm already feeling that we never stopped, that there was no winter stop.
I mean, for us, everybody on the team worked through the winter, normal hours, normal schedule, and you know, so for us it was really, we never were at a downtime. It's loud. We never were at a downtime. We never really took a pause. So I think that it's for us really nice to see the season start, to see all the work through the winter coming to fruition. There was a lot of work with customers, a lot of work with getting the cars ready and things like that. And, so it is nice now to be out enjoying the cars. And like you'd said this morning, I looked out the window. And when I looked out the window, it was really cool because Nürburgring has an atmosphere. Coming from California, we would go to a racetrack and we would just go, we would arrive there and we were the environment, or the excitement, I guess you would say, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now the Nürburgring is different because it's its own environment. There's local people that live here. There's community that is based on the Nürburgring, and no other racetrack in the world really has that. So to see it come alive this morning with, I looked out the window and I saw 2 or 3 cars going this way, 2 cars going that way, and you knew they were buddies, and you knew they got their ring tool out and they were getting ready to go today. They were all pumped up and, driving around town, getting ready for the morning. And it's neat to see that switch. And the way that it switched was just like someone flipped on a light. Okay, today's the day.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So it's really fun to see that environment, to see that change, and to see everybody out and ready for another year.
Yeah. I, at this point, I don't know what to say. I'm actually probably maybe still emotional from all the laps that we did today to finally be able. Oh, look, they cut the trees here actually. Yeah, did the hedges. So yeah, maybe we can finish here actually. Even I don't know, because I don't have any points that we could address. There'll be like a longer summer that we will prepare. We could probably discuss the cars that we saw at Geneva Motorshow. We could do it now, but it's like not really.
Yeah, but what did you think of the Geneva show? There wasn't really too much that blew me away. I don't know. I mean, the pista was new.
Yeah, but you saw that.
Yeah, we already knew about that. The Senna, we'd already seen.
The Senna GTR.
Senna GTR, which, I mean, I don't think that anything comes to Geneva that people who deal with these companies or are around the community are really surprised by. So nothing was really that shocking, but there was nothing there that jumped out at me. I guess one of the coolest things that was at Geneva was the Supra. That was really, really cool car, and that's something that a lot of people are excited about and talking about. And then you also have the AMG, the new 4-seater.
Yeah.
That's going to be a cool car.
The Rimac.
Yeah, the Rimac is cool. But there's nothing that was really for me like phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've said that I'm excited about the pista. I said I was going to get the pista, but even that, it's a cool car. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this year I don't think it was by any means a bad year. It was cool, but it wasn't anything that just blew me away.
No. Yeah, I also said that for me, I completely agree. The Supra, it was just like, wow. If that's going to be like an independent race class, like they have, for example, now the GT86 Cup at VLN, if they're going to have a Supra Cup, sign me in. I'm definitely going to go for it. And also just a street legal car. That's also going to be something mind-blowing. That could be even if we'll still be, if I will be like the main driver and driving a lot with the taxi in 2-3 years when the car comes out, I will still say, okay, I still want to own this car.
Yeah, it's a cool. It just looks neat.
It looks amazing. It looks awesome, and I'm very happy that they changed from the prototype of the FD1 or how they called it, because the front was not really that good. But now it looks like the old car, and I'm also very happy that they kept the name Supra, because Toyota was not really sure if they want to do it, because they said, yeah, well, the Supra is such a legendary name. If we're gonna mess up for some reason, whichever reason that might be, people gonna really hate us for destroying it. So at this point, it's looking very good. The first the rumors were that the car gonna have 340 horsepower, so similar to the 240 BMW, because it's a BMW engine. But now they say close to 455, which is going to be like the M4, like this one, or M3, similar engine. So it will be interesting to see. Obviously, I like more to see a lot more more horsepower in this car. But in either case, it's a okay. that's a nice train of Skittles.
Yeah, that's fun, huh?
That's very cool. Yeah, but other than that, not much to be seen. Well, nothing that really impressed me. Of course, the Rimac, but very excited to see a final product when it's going to be finished roughly next year. And yeah. Apart from that, it was typical Geneva Motorshow. Like Robert said, that people who followed the news, they already knew what was going to come. So they were like not really a big shocking surprise. I mean, Bugatti has the Bugatti Sport. Everyone was thinking it's going to be Bugatti Super Sport, but now they have, wow, minus 17 kilos, carbon fiber windscreen wiper. Like, okay, cool. Probably plus 1 million euros on top.
Maybe
Like,
2.
Yeah, maybe 2. Like, no, probably 17 for every kilo. It's not really impressive. Not my type of thing. But yeah, that's so far the Geneva Motor Show in a nutshell. And we're coming at the end of the lap, and like I said, we don't have really much to talk. I'm still kind of emotional. I also want to, at this point it's 4:30, and I want to do a couple of more laps myself as well, because it's one of the few occasions this year that we get to drive without all the customers around and me driving the taxi. So that's going to be, good and fun. So to finalize, since we're at the end of the lap, I hope you enjoyed. Again, apologize for the technical issues that we've been experiencing at this summit. Sorry that it's not 1 hour long, but maybe that's no issue either. I hope you enjoyed our technical in terms of track instruction or telling you what we think about it, and hopefully it will help you as well. And yeah, I guess see you at Apex, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come by, say hi.
Yeah, come in, say hi. Today there were lots of people coming over, and
Yeah, I was really surprised. I thought, okay, first day of the year, they moved the date a week forward. Not too many people are going to come by, and we'd actually said, okay, no rental cars, no nothing. And then Tim got out in the morning, set up the cars, got them ready, and then actually had quite a few rentals go out. So that worked out pretty good. It definitely was a very fun day, an enjoyable day, and I'm looking forward to the year. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. So check out the website, or to find our address. If you want to book a car, book the hotel or a taxi lap, do it. If you want, or just instruction lap. If not, again, just come in, say hi. We're not capitalists. We're just like the Nürburgring community, and like to introduce everyone to the community. So have a nice weekend, have a nice week, and see you at the world's most amazing race track and public road, the Nürburgring. Devil's Diner is also nice. I was disappointed they didn't offer breakfast today, so no pancakes.
No pancakes today, huh?
Pancakes.